Hello, welcome to another flow-based class. We'll be continuing on from yesterday, focusing on the shoulders and the back. Many of the postures will be quite similar, but we'll just kind of continue to evolve and progress into other areas for this practice. So let's go ahead and begin coming into a comfortable seated position, cross-legged, placing the hands on the knees or the thighs. We will start and begin with 3 rounds of conscious breaths. So settling in, grounding through the sit bones. We'll start with a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more complete breath. Inhale, exhale. We'll just roll the shoulders, continuing our conscious breathing. Just waking up the body. Let's go ahead and roll the shoulders forward. Continuing to flow with the breath. Coming back to center, inhale, take a breath. Exhale, we'll drop the head to one side. Just hold for a moment. Inhale, coming upright. Exhale, head to the left. Inhale, upright. Exhale, back to the right side. And then we'll just roll the head down, taking the head to the left and just rolling it down into the side. Continue to breathe mindfully. So this is just loosening up the muscles in the neck. So especially in the shoulder and neck area, we hold a lot of tension. Good, let's just go ahead and just roll one more time here. Good, and then inhale, let's come back to center. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, we're just gonna sweep the arms overhead, stretching straight upward, elongating the sides of the waist, breathing here. Inhale, exhale, making small micro movements to just find a gradual release through the sides of the waist. Continue to breathe, flowing with the breath. Inhale, exhale, lean to the right and hold. Inhale, center, lean to the left and hold. Inhale, exhale, we'll release the arms, twisting to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, center. We'll continue on with our stretches through the shoulder area. So taking the right arm around, just pressing the arm. So we've become quite familiar with this particular stretch. Descending the right shoulder down in the direction of the floor. Breathe. Good. From here, just placing the hand on the opposite shoulder, and then we're going to take the arm above the elbow and just press in. Good. Exhale, release. Take the arm overhead, pulling on the elbow. Continue to breathe mindfully. One more breath. And exhale, release. Let's do the same on the opposite side, right side. Arms straight. Drop the right shoulder, the left shoulder down toward the floor. Good. Then bending the elbow, just tapping the hand on top of the shoulder. Wrap the arm above the elbow and just apply gentle pressure on the arm, drawing it in toward the body. Good. Exhale, release. Left arm overhead, reaching for the elbow. Gently applying pressure here, pulling on the elbow. Continuing with the free flow of breath. Good, and then exhale, just slowly release. Just doing a few shoulder rolls. Good, and then from here, twisting the arms. Palms together, the backs of the hands together. Inhale, just lift the fingertips upward right away. You might notice that you have a little bit more mobility today than you did yesterday. But still, take it easy, take it slow, just to see where the limit is. And breathe. One more breath. Exhale, descend the elbows down and then drop the hands. One more breath. Exhale, release. Very good. Reverse the arms. Palms together, backs of the hands together. Inhale, lift the fingertips up toward the ceiling. Rise the elbows and breathe. One more breath. Exhale, drop the elbows onto the chest gently, and then allow the hands to drop down. Just allow the arms just to be heavy, so we don't have to really push down, but just let the arms be heavy to create that stretch. Breathing. And exhale, release. Good. Just shaking that off a little bit, rolling the shoulders back. Good. And then from here, let's go ahead and come to kneeling. Sitting on the heels. And from here, interlacing the fingers behind the back and bringing the palms together if possible. If it's too much to bring the palms together, you can always allow the palms to come apart. We just want to make sure that the fingers are interlaced. Extend the arms outward, open the chest. You can stay here or walk the hands out further and then continue to push the chest forward ever so gently to allow for a deeper opening. One more breath. Coming upright. We'll inhale, just stretch the arms, lifting the arms upward, and then exhale, bringing the hands to one side, pointing the elbows back. Feeling the opening in the left shoulder specifically. Good. Inhale, arms stretching. Exhale, guide the palms of the hands to the left side of the waist, elbows pointing backward. Good. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and bring our hands down, coming onto all fours. Bring the hands over the shoulders and the hips over the knees, fingers spread nice and wide. We're going to go through several rounds of cat-cow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arch the back, lift the chest. Exhale, rounding, dropping the head. Inhale. Coordinate the breath with the movement. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Exhale, look toward the navel, round the back. One more. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, round the back. Sitting back on the heels, extending the arms out, spread the fingers, stretch through the arms and drop the forehead down. Extended child's pose. Taking a few deep breaths. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. From here, we're going to go ahead and come on to the belly, curling the toes under, coming into a high plank. And then if you need to drop the knees first when we lower down, you can do so. Or just lower yourself down slowly from a straight body line position. What we're going to do first is we're going to come onto our elbows and do this modified upward facing position. So the elbows down, we can even just bring the palms together. I'm going to engage the legs, engage the fronts of the thighs, pressing the tops of the feet down, drawing the navel in, pointing the tailbone toward my feet, lifting the chest, and just kind of pulling. I'm not moving the elbows, but it's just like I'm almost creating this pulling action through the elbows as I lift the chest. This creates a nice, easy extension to the spine. Continuing to breathe. One more breath. And exhale. We're going to continue on with some shoulder opening, even though we're also working on the spine. I'm going to bring my, let's start with the right arm. So I'm going to take the right arm and I'm just going to lay it parallel to my shoulders and just kind of sweep it through like so. And then I'm just going to gently lay down over the shoulder. Want the palm to be up. Now, to whatever degree you feel you can go. For some, you might need to just keep your fingertips here just to brace yourself and to lower yourself down slowly. For others that can go deeper, you can just let go of this support, bring the hand down to the side. And what I'm going to do is slowly descend my left shoulder down in the direction of my arm. And I'm just basically laying on this arm, which is creating an opening through the shoulder. And at some point, I'm going to be able to just descend the chin down or the forehead down toward the floor. If you feel you need to place a pillow or a block, probably not a block, maybe a block would be too high. If you need something to support the forehead, you can also do that. So laying over the arm, and I'm just allowing my body to be heavy and just not really trying to create extra weight by just pushing body weight down, but just allowing the body weight to naturally relax here. And breathe. One more breath. Good. Let's go ahead and just slowly release. Sometimes it feels a little bit awkward to get out of this position. I'm going to come back onto my elbows and come into that extended, modified upward facing position. Engage the legs, point the tailbone toward the feet, draw the navel in, and just pull on the elbows. Lift the chest, just slightly lift the chin. And breathe, finding that elongation through the spinal column on the inhale. One more breath. Good. We're going to just sweep the left arm over. The palm will be facing upward. I'm going to drop the shoulder down onto the floor nice and easily. If you feel like you need support here as you just bring the chin down or the forehead down, you can do so, or you can just lay the arm to the side here. So I'm just going to slowly drop my right shoulder downward and then either bring the chin down or the forehead down like so. And again, I'm just allowing my body weight just to become heavy. There's no pushing happening really. So I'm just relaxing into creating this kind of heaviness through the body through relaxation, and you'll find and feel that opening in the shoulder. Continue to breathe. One more breath. Good. Then from here, slowly, easily bring your way back up to the elbows. Bringing the palms together. Engage the legs. Press the tops of the feet down. We're going to come into this modified upward facing position. Thighs lifting by engaging, and then draw the navel in. Lift the chest, even a slight pull on the elbows, on the arms to create more elongation through the spine, a lift through the chest. One more breath. Very good. We're going to drop down all the way and come back to our Shalabhasana position here. So tops of the hands down, feet together. Let's begin by slightly pointing the tailbone toward the feet, drawing the navel in, and then inhale, energize the legs as you lift the chest, thighs lifting, toes point, chin lifting, and breathe. One more breath. Exhale, coming down. Just bring the forehead down. We're going to take only a slight pause. Inhale, coming in. Toes point. One more breath. Exhale. Forehead down. We'll take a slight pause. One breath here. Inhale. On your next inhale, coming up. And exhale. Good. Dropping down. Go ahead. You can rest to one side of the head if you need to. We'll just take a few extra breaths here. Good. Bring the head back to center. You're going to bring the hands down. We're going to come into Dhanurasana for a few rounds. So I'm just going to get support through my hands just to roll the shoulders back, dropping the chest down, bending the knees to prepare, reaching for the ankles. Preparing for Dhanurasana. Inhale, lifting the thighs, lifting the chest, slightly lifting the chin. Toes point, drawing the feet together. Breathing here. Exhale. Coming down, releasing. We're going to take a shorter break than we've done before. Just one breath here. Then again, pressing the hands down just to get the shoulders back. Bend the knees, reaching for ankles. Inhale, lifting up. And breathing. One more breath. Exhale. Just dropping the forehead, relaxing for one breath. Hands under the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back. Let's do one more Dhanurasana. Bend the knees, reaching for the ankles. Inhale, lift. Use that inhale. Toes pointing, drawing the heels together. One more breath. Exhale. Go ahead and rest the head to one side. We'll take a few extra breaths. Rest here. Continue to be conscious of your breathing. Good. From here, bring the hands under the shoulders. We're going to come up to all fours. And let's go ahead and just walk the knees forward. And we'll come up to a kneeling position. So next we're going to work with Uttanasana. So this is going to be a kneeling back bend. I'm going to open up the knees, placing the knees hip width apart and coming upright from here. So first what we'll do is we'll ease our way into Uttanasana. So we're going to bring the hands to the waist, take a breath, then exhale. I want you to just slide the hands to the back, and I just want you to bring your hands, the index finger and the thumb, or just kind of rest on the shelf of your glutes here. And just press down, elbows pointing back, rolling the shoulders back. I'm going to guide the hips forward, and I want to lift the chest up. Lifting chest up, guiding the hips forward, pressing the tops of the feet down. And if you feel comfortable, allow the head just to roll back. I'm drawing my navel in, I'm lifting through the pelvic floor so I feel I have support through the low back as I press the tops of the feet down. Breathe. On your next inhale, slowly coming up. And exhale, let's go ahead and just sit back on the heels. We'll just take a few breaths here. Good. Inhale, let's come back up to our kneeling position. We'll take things a little further. So exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, slide the hands to the back, resting the thumb and the index finger really just wraps around, but we're kind of pressing down onto the shelf of our glutes, pressing down, guiding the hips forward. Yet again, I'm drawing my navel in, lifting the chest up, rolling the shoulders back, like so. Grounding through the tops of my feet, through the shin bone. Good, and then letting the head drop back. And then from here, I can release my hands, interlace the fingers behind the back. If you're unable to reach, that's okay. You can keep the hands at the waist. And I'm just going to allow my arms to be heavy, still drawing my navel in and holding here. Breathing. One more breath. Inhale, I'm going to come up. Slowly, slowly. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, just sit back on the heels. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. So you'll notice in back bending that the heat really starts to increase, even though we're not necessarily moving back and forth in any one direction actively or dynamically. So that's what's really interesting about back bending. So we'll continue coming back up to kneeling, going into a more full expression of Ustrasana. Take the hands to the waist. Inhale, full breath. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Gently guide the hips forward. If you want to keep the hands at the waist, you can. If you feel ready, allow the hands to release from the waist, and then we're going to reach for the heels. I'm going to continue to guide the hips forward, lift the chest up toward the ceiling, and let my head just relax back, last. And breathing here. I do my best not to hold on to any tension in the neck. I just want the head to be heavy, to help to elongate my neck area. Just breathe into the pose. Still drawing the navel inward. One more breath. And on the next inhale, coming up. Exhale, take the hands to the waist. Inhale. Exhale, let's go ahead and sit back on the heels. And then from here, we'll come into just going to scoop back a little bit into an extended child's pose, reaching the palms out as far as you can, elongating the arms. Inhale, exhale, drop the forehead down toward the floor. Continue to breathe. Good, inhale, lift the head, we'll walk it back up slowly. Then from here, we'll continue on to laying down on the back. So just mindfully switching positions here. We're going to go through several cycles of half bridge first. So we want the feet to just be slightly wider than the hips. It's always good to be mindful of your foot position. And also, I'm going to extend my arms and I want to be able to at least touch the backs of my heels. So sending the awareness to the waist, just going to elongate and carve out the waist, dropping the navel down, but I also want to lift through my pelvic floor, as well as just slightly point the tailbone toward the heels, just to create an elongation through the low back. So I don't want to exaggerate it like this, where the low back is flat to the floor. It's just more a slight elongation of the low back. Good. So we'll start with the arms bent 90 degrees and send the awareness down into the feet, through the legs, really finding that conscious energy through the lower half of your body. Inhale, lifting up. Hip points lifting up toward the ceiling. Grounding through feet and energizing through the legs. Breathe here. Exhale. Slowly lower the hips. Extend the arms. Press the palms down into the floor. Take a breath. Send your conscious energy down through the legs into the feet. Inhale, pressing as you lift the hip points upward. Breathing. One more breath. Exhale. Slowly drop the hips down. Take a breath. Next, we're going to do our half bridge, interlacing the fingers and rolling the shoulders under. So from here, send your conscious energy down through the legs and through the feet. Inhale, lifting up, draw the hands together, roll the shoulders under. So when you roll the shoulders under, you really notice a difference in the half bridge. You're able to fully express the half bridge a little more. Energize those legs. Breathing. One more breath. Exhale. Slowly drop the hips and release the shoulders. From here, go ahead and hug the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms to release the back. We'll come into our revolved twist, so knees into the chest. Inhale, exhale. Drop the knees to the right. Flexing the feet. Just allow the legs to be heavy as you square the shoulders, both shoulders, back of the shoulders, in contact with the floor. Inhale, knees center. Exhale, drop the knees gently to the left. Continue to breathe consciously. Inhale, move the legs towards center, hugging the knees in. Good, and then from here, just releasing one leg at a time, coming into our resting pose. Allow the legs to gently roll open. Allow the arms to roll open, palms facing upward. We'll go through 2 rounds of breath together, just releasing any remains of tension in the body. So inhale, take a breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gently closing the eyes, releasing all conscious control of the breath. Allow the body to just simply melt into the floor, letting go and entering into deep relaxation. Okay, thank you for today's class. We will see you in the next class.